following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Elvis? There.
Guy comes up. Tickets? Tickets?
Oh,
Now we really should check these before we leave, but for some reason, historically, we don't.
No, we have.
and we're always real assholes about it.
Ma'am?
Thank you,
No.
good sir.
Ma'am? Yeah. Good sir? Yes, thank you. Thank you, sirs. And thank you. Enjoy your trip. The meal cart will be coming around at 8.
Oh, meals.
What time is it now?
6:30. And of course, now we are underway, you may smoke.
Sure, thanks.
If you need anything, just pull on the little rope there. Now, of course, you are free to move around the train. Welcome to Massachusetts.
Thank you.
Tickets, please.
Damn, that's something I should have got, was an old-fashioned watch.
Did they get on the bus?
That's a good point. They might not have got on a bus. I didn't see.
Now we're descending into paranoia.
Yeah, we can't just keep thinking every single thing is
Well, the only
her trying to trick us.
way they could have got there faster was by boat.
Look, I'm already concerned that harm cautioned me about if you see things as they aren't, you should.
Oh, now this bitch is gonna be here.
And yeah, we're
We're gonna have no idea if it's her or something else. Or...
Yeah, this is being attentive and wired up to this level is probably going to drive you nuts, buddy.
I mean, yeah, unless you get some kind of evidence, for lack of a better term.
You'll actually, the later pages, you'll understand. You're looking for the Reverend.
Reverend, great.
Reverend.
Religious people.
Which one was the Reverend? Born, disappeared, accountant, businessman, preacher, priest?
Yep, that's the one.
Alright. JRB, born 1971, preacher, priest, never married, ? A radical preacher who pushed for reform, left the church and moved into the family home in Massachusetts before getting his own house in the same state. Not heard from or referenced in a long time, rumored to live in the Luddite community which rejects modernity. Sounds like our friend. That's the J name that keeps popping up.
Yes. And I wanted to talk to her about the last one on that page.
Alright.
Should be easy to read from. Oh my god, that's a bit much.
Claudia Sucrese, born
Doesn't print for that
1991. Archaeologist, occultist, married to Julienne Sucrese, deceased, killed by supervillain Vanagloria. Claudia can absorb light and cause darkness. Every relationship she has had ended in tragedy.
Wait.
Sucrese.
Suspicious?
Yes.
Also, that. What time period was she around in?
Now,
Born in 1991.
Oh, okay.
So she's 20.
but who was she married to?
Julienne Sucrese.
who is...
I don't know.
Claire's brother.
Yeah.
That's why she hates you then.
Yes, you see what the problem is.
So she's also got a personal stake in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe she wouldn't let her hatred of us get in the way then.
No, that makes this personal and not just a competitive thing for class. Just like it's personal for Jen to come here and personal for Bonnie to come here. Personal stake makes somebody more dangerous, not less.
And there's not much about the artist either.
That's right, she was in the paper.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was her name? Barbara?
And
See if I still got that.
one at the bottom. It switches over to the next page.
Anna B.
Anna Bradford, born 1880, artist, painter, died, ? No issue. Anna is somewhat of a mystery, a sensational and scandalous artist. She moved to a small island off the coast and produced a series of disturbing paintings which were highly sought after. She simply stopped communicating one day and was never heard from again. It is possible she has a home on Darkwater Island near Innsmouth.
Which is that,
I think it's a safe bet that she's dead, though.
You'd think so.
Yeah, 100 plus years, Derek.
And that's like before mutancy.
Is one of the things that... one of the things that Alex was looking for was James Bradford. You'll see. He found some clues off a tombstone.
James Bradford, 1782. Mason, died 1813, married, so probably maybe built some of the structures there. Married, one son, one daughter. James was a recluse, shunning most social events and only reluctantly going to church. Was a member of a group of men who played cards once a week. His tombstone is inscribed with lettering that is faded, leaving only the mysterious... Yeah, that's worn away. It's basically gloire, couple of H's, H. On it? Wait. It's probably the same language as that stuff Jen was reading.
Maybe show that to Jen then.
Alright, show Jen the thing.
Gimme.
It's not all the letters are there, but...
Wait, did you not get this off Jen, or...?
I got these from Alex.
Oh, he sent them directly to you.
There's a lot missing.
Yeah. But same style?
I don't know. Letters, man. Could be Greek for all I know. Catherine. Born 1805. Died. Ooh, tragic. Oh, mind you, it was the 1800s. Like, kids were dying all the time back then. Not like today.
How do you get those to you?
The mail.
Huh.
Robert Bradford.
I put in a
Deathly
request.
sick his whole life. But he lived a good 40 years. Which in 1800s time is like 80 years.
That's pretty good for ye old-timey.
And deathly sick the whole time.
Married a seamstress. Probably actually means a real seamstress, not a whore.
Why is that the first place you go?
Seamstress is often a cover for whore. Two sons. Michael Bradford. Sailor. My, what a diverse family history you have.
It's only one part of
Died
it.
in 1927? He lived 100 years?
Yeah. Again,
As a sailor! Fisherman and sailor exploration vessels nearly 3/4 of a century. Declared dead when his boat failed to return from a journey to the Pacific?
so he was declared dead. He wasn't.
I think it's fairly safe to say that after 100 years he was dead.
Yeah, he was sailing in his 90s.
No, he was sailing at 100.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I mean, Mutancy is responsible for a lot, and we have a lot of strange things. But this
predates that.
This is way before mutancy, so 100-year-old dude is dead.
William Bradford. Don't know when he died. Farm manager. Pillar of the community. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is more like what your dad did. This is nice. Elton Grove Bradford. Plantation owner. Slave vote.
Okay,
Maybe don't tell Wanda that.
Small
She's already seen these.
Small misstep there.
No, it was the style at the time, not justifying it.
This was the style.
I mean,
One
you can't
son.
blame history for being what it was.
Nope, you just demand reparations.
Oh, apparently this guy was an evil, cruel man.
Woohoo! Bonus reparations.
And a Klansman.
Of course.
Doesn't say what clan, though. Michael Bolton Bradford.
Michael Bolton. Your crimes against humanity.
Wait a minute. There's a place. The next main city north of Arkham is named Bolton.
Surely that's a coincidence?
I don't know.
I mean, the next nearest major town or city is the same name as
Maybe he had something to do with it. What did he do?
But
the joining of two families, maybe?
He was a United States Marshal.
Maybe the place was named after him then.
He and his son were responsible for setting a lot of conspiracy and crime following the Civil War. His wife, from a former slave-owning family, was Mildred Hyde. Was from Arkham in Massachusetts, songwriter of some repute. Anna Bradford, of course.
Yeah.
The painter.
So this does seem to at least indicate that over 100 years ago, the Bradfords were prestigious people.
If you actually read through it, it's like between generation to generation to generation, they change. One generation they're upstanding citizens. The next generation, not so much.
Jordan Bradford, Deputy U.S. Marshal, Las Vegas police officer, died in 1939. Oof. He didn't quite miss out on the start of awfulness. Married, one son. Jordan retired from the Marshals a few years after his father passed. Took up law in Las Vegas. His wife, Betty Bradford, was a cook. Hey, maybe you've got the cooking gene. Upon retirement, he went back to Massachusetts, where his family traditionally makes its home. That's an interesting turn of phrase.
yeah.
I mean, if you own land there, it kind of behooves you to live on it.
Anton Bradford, 1902, detective, Las Vegas police. I'm seeing a pattern. Married, 2 sons, Anton was reputed to be one of the better detectives. He disappeared just before the Second World War,
Yeah.
leaving one of his sons and his wife Mary Dick.
Yep.
Wilbur Bradford, born 1925, disappeared with father before World War
Yep.
II.
Yep.
Lyndon Bradford, 27, accountant, died 1986, married, 1 son. Damn, he's long-lived. Lyndon was accused several times of fraud and tax evasion, but never tried. Rumored to be connected to the Masons or Mafia. Well, they both start with an M. Died in his home in Massachusetts in bed, surrounded by friends and family. That's what you want in it. J. Gordon Bradford. Oh, anyone whose name starts with an initial? It's probably a crime guy. Businessman, crime guy. Business owner, crime guy. Died. We don't know when he died, which is weird for the 1949. We got records then. Married twice, divorced once. Douche. First wife, Lisa, no issue. Divorce after 5 years. Second wife, Bonwin. Bonwin? That's
An unfortunate name.
1 son, 1 daughter. J. Gordon Bradford owned a number of stores across Massachusetts, had a big stake in a fishing vessel, Erebus. Erebus? Following his divorce, he moved from Arkham to Dunwich to flee scandal. Jericho Roland Bradford. Born in 1971, a preacher, priest, never married. Radical preacher who was pushed for reform, left the church and moved to the family home, Massachusetts. For the family home again, for getting his own house in the same state, not heard from or referenced in a long time. Rumored to live in a Luddite community. Okay, Valerie Noble. What? That doesn't make any sense.
Kept her name, maybe?
Valerie Noble. Who's Val? Oh, this will be the daughter of J. Gordon Bradford.
Yes.
1979, business owner, married to Chester Noble. Okay, that's why the name's different. One son, one daughter. Brilliant woman. Married into wealth. Already had sons. Several companies with the chairwoman of Noble Security Solutions, a globe-spanning security firm based out of Arkham.
Yeah.
What if they assume...
Claudio Noble, born 1991, archaeologist, student, single, mutant. Claudio has a great facility for learning and can generate blinding bright light. I don't know anyone does that.
Just keep reading.
Believed to have purifying effects. Claudia Sucrese, born 1991, archaeologist, occultist, married to Julienne Sucrese, deceased, killed by supervillain Vangloria. Never heard of them. Claudia can absorb light and cause darkness. Okay, going out on a limb here, it's her.
Secrece is a French name, right?
I believe it means sugar.
You don't think that the reason the others go into France is linked to the other half of this, do you?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
That would be some kind of contrived movie-like coincidence.
You're right, it is a bit far-fetched.
Do you want to read his
Or
letter?
surf-edged.
Do you want to read his letter?
I'm sure it's private, I don't need
No,
to.
it's not. It's more explaining.
Besides, if I don't read the letter, then I can put the mood lighting back on.
Okay.
And if you wanted that, that name in City of Heroes, I've got it. On a Gloria.
No, you have it, I'm good.
So I don't know why he left his wife and child to go to the vault, or that's
There's a bit of a dick move.
Well, you're not responsible for his actions, so I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, I'm fairly certain that people in my family line have been complete monsters, the kind who would throw their child out onto the street if they were a mutant. Maybe.
Bastards.
No,
Yeah.
they were right to do it. I wouldn't want a monster like me in my home.
I had a whole community do that to me.
You see?
Doesn't make it right.
I know, but I'm not gonna get all twisted and bent out of shape because every time I do, I kill people. Do you want that, Derek?
Not for
Do you
you.
want? Right then. I'm just trying to stay calm.
But
It's
I
very
just
difficult right now.
I thought at least that you understand that why she's probably got an axe to grind, and the place that we're going to, there's something strange going on there.
Yeah, of course there is.
lot
It's
of-
somewhere we're going to.
I was just going to point out,
I
Hat
know.
Boy went there, now we're going... Yeah, double down on the crazy bullshit.
A lot of people living a lot longer than they realistically should
The
have.
bit with him, because of course he did.
Didn't really have any other choice, right?
He could have taken Hot Rod or Matthew
Would any of
or
them?
Sue, but not Layla.
Would they have been any help in an investigation like this?
Matthew would have been, I'm sure.
Well,
He
you'd
probably
be
would have
transported-
stolen something and got them in trouble. So.
Not Babette. Be smart. Okay.
What?
No, I think I just realised he's not very smart when it comes to that sort of thing.
I thought you said he was like one of the smartest people you knew, considering his age.
Yep. And Derek's one of the best fighters I know, and he still loses about 73% of his fights.
I'm working on that number.
So, there you go.
What, making it bigger or smaller?
Smaller, obviously.
It's not that obvious.
I mean, I just hope he was smart enough to not wear his guitar into a Luddite community.
Oh, he 100% did
He
that.
100% did that.
He did not take his guitar. I think.
Why would bringing a guitar help an investigation like this?
He's really attached to it.
I mean,
You smelling something?
Yeah, I am.
what?
No, me, real.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, please don't tell me that bag with the fucking rotting bread has got a hole in it. I had to empty my basket out. I got some bread from the supermarket. It turns out the bag wasn't sealed properly. So after about 2 bits, I came back the next day and it was just all ruined. So I put it in a bin and it started reeking something fucking rotten. So I pulled the whole bag out early, tied it up and put it over there because the bin was full. And now I'm wondering if I can't just smell a hint of it. Oh, that's unpleasant. Anyway, sorry. Obviously no one's noticed, so it must just be me.
I'm going to try and relax on this plane as much as I can because this might be our last chance to get some shut-eye before shit hits the fan.
I think she meant train.
I think so too. She must be really tired.
You said plane.
Oh, yeah, that stupid damn plane.
I'm sorry for putting you through so much discomfort. I couldn't help it.
No, it was fine. Just couldn't sleep.
Wonder why that would be.
Be
And
quiet.
quite heavy.
Surely not.
Well, I bought a deck of cards. Does anyone want to play card backgammon?
What the hell's card backgammon?
It doesn't exist.
Right.
Like I'm fairly sure backgammon doesn't.
I feel like if I learn this card backgammon, I can use it to infuriate harm in some way.
Well, why do you want to do that?
It's fun.
I think this is one of the things we have an issue with is we seem to try to antagonize each other.
I don't actively try to antagonize harm. In fact, I'm not entirely sure where that beef came from. Let's play cards.
I don't know. 10.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'll do the same.
Just poker.
I've just realized something. You're probably the worst person to play poker against.
Yeah, I have a terrible tell. Anyway, just roll your luck. Nat 20?
Yeah.
You've got 4 aces.
Squint. Squint.
Oh,
Squint.
oh,
Squint.
But do I really?
Yeah. You rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, okay. Put aside my distrust
I'll,
of psychics for now.
I'll raise 200.
Playing for big cards, are we? I'll go in against that.
Okay.
I know I'm being
And call.
Have you played poker? Properly?
not properly.
Right, so 4 aces isn't the best hand you can get. It is not.
It is not.
A royal flush.
I believe it
Which
is.
needs an ace.
That's the thing. This
Oh,
one actually
that's
is
true.
the best. It is the best
Unless
hand
there's a
because-
wild card in the deck, which can be
Oh.
the
Yeah.
ace.
Yeah. Okay.
And call.
Raise.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see that and match it. Call.
Call.
Let's see him.
4 of a kind. Ace high.
Damn, Derek. Wow. But not so fast. 5 aces.
What do you mean 5 aces?
5 aces.
There's only 4 aces in a deck.
He's playing with 3 bags.
I'm playing with 3 packs.
3 bags.
I don't think you're
No,
supposed
actually, you won. I've got nothing. Just
I'm guessing the cards. Yeah.
And now I'm going to scoop and back away with my winnings.
Oh, you're not going to give me a chance to get even?
Not a chance.
What's the matter, Derek?
Life ain't fair,
Chicken?
Dex. In no way.
Alright, that's fair.
It's
Enjoy
just-
your winnings, Dex.
It's just I get paid generally a lot less than everyone else with all them punishments,
Actually-
so I'm going to take the money where I can.
That might be a good idea to play.
I'm not letting you trick me back into this.
No. Hear me out. If you can bluff psychic, wouldn't there be training for a start?
It would be, but I'd have to be able to keep the psychic out.
No.
Mentally.
No. You can let the psychic in.
Fuck, you're right, and it could be important. Damn it. I'm going to keep half of this aside here. I'm not going to use them.
I don't know, Derek. Another big win like that, maybe you could buy yourself that bike.
I already bought myself that bike. They've been keeping it from me.
Yeah, you know you're never getting it right.
I can't accept that, or I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
The Texas Hold'em. 8's a wild.
Eights?
8's.
Alright.
Eights are a good wildcard because they're just so right in the middle there. It's like
Just roll your luck.
Ooh, a 5.
That's
Terrible
decent.
cards.
So you eventually get all your cards, and you've got a pair of 2s.
So I'm going to try to bluff him. I'm going to try to bluff a psychic.
Okay.
Who knows that I'm trying to bluff him?
Yeah, that's
I'll
the
just
game.
put 2 in.
Yeah, I'll match.
Alright. Just see that and raise your 4.
It can't hurt.
That's 4. Match that. See it again.
Well, what's the loss?
And 20.
You have to go into this pot over here now.
You know what? Take 100 from the other pile.
What do you have, Derek Strong?
I wonder.
You were a bit reticent about that, so I'll see that 100. And match it.
I think we're at about that point we flip our cards.
You gotta buy in, mate.
yeah, unless you fold.
Wow, he's in, ladies and gentlemen. We've got big boy pants Derek here.
Don't know about that.
Call.
Call.
Full house.
Motherfucker.
Jacks and 7s.
Pair of
A
two.
pair of 2s? You went hundreds in on a pair of 2s?
I was hoping you'd fold at that point.
Why would I fold? I had a full house. I don't
I
even
didn't
need
know
to
that.
bluff.
Maybe I'm not as good at this as I thought. No, I shouldn't play anymore.
You're training, Derek.
No.
Dex probably training too.
Don't want to win this back. Okay.
No, I'm gonna go have a look around the train.
What were you trying?
I was just trying to bluff him into backing out while it was,
You can,
If you wanted to do that, you should have been a bit more aggressive.
yeah.
also, if you
Your timidity told me I had a chance.
he can also read your mind.
Yeah, well, that's the
No, to
thing.
be fair, I'm trying not to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. He's
But-
probably
Thank
training
poker.
too.
That's not fair, that's cheating.
Also, I'm guessing you're always saying that people are shouting, so one of the things you probably train yourself in is to try and not.
Well, you see, the problem with that is that when I do that, I cut off all that sensation that I might get, and it has led to problems.
So what you could have done is maybe scream something else accidentally.
I'm afraid Derek's not quite sophisticated enough for that yet. It does require the ability to think about 2 things at once, which is not a talent most people have.
I think I have that talent. I
Alright
just
then.
can't apply it in the same way.
Ante's 5. Rules for draw and stud poker and jokers are wild.
I didn't understand the first half of that, but let's go.
It's this weird card that's in the deck. It's got the rules for draw and stud poker on. I haven't taken it out.
I'm just gonna leave that in. I got a pair of Exodia the Forbidden One.
That's impossible. You're only allowed one of each card in your deck. And I have that. I used to have it mounted above my door, but then I actually put it in my deck. It's in my current deck.
Back before they banned all the good cards, it was bonkers.
It's still tournament legal.
But without Jar
I
of
think they
Greed.
changed the. Didn't they change the
No,
way
Jar
you
of
have
Greed's
to?
still legal. It's Pot of Greed that is.
Oh, yeah.
I think they changed
That
the
Pot
way you
of
have
Greed.
to use it in tournaments, though, isn't it?
No, it still works in its standard configuration, but you're not allowed any of the fucking support shit. It's all banned.
Special
Yeah, I thought it.
stuff
I thought it
that
got
pops
changed to you had to place all of them down and summon them, as opposed to the original thing is you just have to have them.
You have to have at least one part on the field.
Okay.
You can have the rest in your hand, and you win. It's super awesome, but like actually getting it is kind of hard.
Yeah.
I have a lot of shit that lets me draw small power monsters out of that deck, though. So
Yeah, well, that was the trick to it. You got a bunch of things that were like flip this monster and get a card that's under 4 stars.
a lot of those are actually banned now. There's very
yeah.
few of them left.
Yeah.
But
A lot of the stuff that make decks consistent got banned out.
anyway,
Wow. I did it again.
The nat 20.
Yeah.
Playing cards.
you've got 4 kings.
4 kings. Favorite
Sam,
Dark
his
Souls.
eyebrow goes. 400.
He's bluffing you.
Playing for big this time, ain't you, kid?
Be confident, Derek.
Yeah. Let's go.
Alright, I'll double that.
Does eyebrow touch again?
No.
I'm in.
He bets more than you've got.
Imagine that would be difficult given that I'm currently down.
Well then.
I'll go all in, and then in my brain, I will think, oh god, I hope he's got worse than my trash. I'll try and shout, let that slip, even though he technically knows that's what I'm going for, because he was part of the conversation. Cool. I mean, I rolled a 10, so I'm in the middle ground, but up against Dix, that's not
I'm
enough.
calling it off, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really, when you shout at me, oh god, I hope he doesn't have better than my trash, even though he should see through this because he was technically a part of that conversation. You kind of prove the point here.
Yeah, this doesn't really work in this scenario.
Besides which, I was about to take your money.
Really?
Yeah.
What are your cards?
It's a 4 of a kind.
Aces?
Aces that have to be. It's the only one that
Well,
can be
3 aces and a joker. Well, 2 aces, a joker, and a rules for draw and stud poker.
So 2
Shit.
jokers.
Yeah,
Well,
I
my
had
hand
two
was
two
good.
of a kind. 10s and kings. Kings and aces.
I think you would find you had a 4 of a kind if you wanted to.
That doesn't work that way, I'm sure of it. I know how to play poker.
5 of a kind.